is it worth it?
I think wait for their time. Like they can play around arena, but I think they need to wait for this Venom to farm like a spirit vessel before they really like start roaming around and taking fights. Like they don't really have any like spells to play off right apart from arena. Oh, he's actually got a bloodless and morphling mid at level 1, then TP. That's interesting. Is Emo in trouble? Jesus. Yeah, and you can salve through the poison sting as well.
But already doing a big chunk there on Emo, and that, you know, you're not going to get away with that when he now has Venomous Gale, and you can look at the damage that he's already able to accomplish, and it's definitely not going to feel great. Him sitting at about half health, he needs to be careful himself.
Emo's actually like getting absolutely pummeled here. Like XM's done a really good job of just shoving the lane in. Now he doesn't have a way for him to help farm under tower.
And he's got Venomous Gale the second he wants to play that way, but
yeah, gotta be a bit careful.
I was gonna say it's not worth it, but why not keep harass on, I guess, with creeps under the tower? Especially if you can secure these denies.
I guess so.
Now it's about getting your own CS though. Creeps under the dire tower.
Now the morphling's level 3, right? So it's, the lane's a little bit easier for him. Like the Venom doesn't really have any kill potential anymore. It's really difficult.
So would would Veno be making moves earlier on? As Emo again, he's taking a lot of damage, but starting to morph into that strength, like you said, should be a little bit easier for him. He might even get first blood. He goes in on the XM, Fairy Fire, turns around, one more shot. No, gets the salve off. Just barely.
Like Emo's gonna play on the edge like that all the time now though. But he can because he knows that it's really difficult for the Venom to kill him now. But Emo doesn't have any regen at the moment, so he's have to go down to flashy and then walk back up again.
It could be an ill-advised move from Emo. Putting that much pressure on. Venomous Gale once again. But morphing in strength, and while that's happening, they could go up towards top, and they kill an SRF. But
wait, how?
That was Ollie there too.
Did Firefly just kill him by himself? I feel like that's
never.
Surely that shouldn't happen. Like, I don't know. Victoria
getting real. Terror comes in, and all of a sudden, he is.
I think the Venge. Did the Venge shout herself, Baxter? I don't know. Maybe she just meant to do it on purpose, but I don't know what the team's supposed to do down here. Like, he has to just basically play with the creep wave now. Like, manipulate the creep wave, sorry, with pulling and aggroing and things to get any farm. Because he can't go close to get XP, sorry, to get last hits and stuff. Otherwise, I think he just tanks too much damage.
Is there a point where you leave the Mars by himself?
A hastily small spot, by the way. Denies it with the wall. Well, the Skyrock can't really rotate at this point. Like, he doesn't really have enough. Like, I can't kill Morphling with no Sky.
But is it worth bringing Sky towards bottom?
Probably not. Like, I don't think the Sky wins the lane either. I think you just have to try and pressure as much as you can. I'd rather see the Vent go top and try and force rotations to help with, like, the DK and stuff. Oh, the Spear, top lane.
Yeah, they got the Ogre. This should be at least a kill onto Ollie. And James will be the one who gets credit for it. So, one kill there for them. Take a look over at Venomance over mid. Has 3 in the Poison Sting, a 1-3-1 build so far, while Morphling goes E2. But, you know,
I missed
320 movement speed. Like, how are you rotating with this hero? As Venge did again. I think wasting time already.
But like this lane's, this is what I mean. You pick Venge first, and then you pick a carry that just doesn't pair well with the bench. And now they just have to say that they can't win. Like, he's doing okay with farm. Like, he's not doing too badly, but I think he hasn't got this. Has he got Ring of Health yet? Oh, he does. Right, okay. So it's a little bit easier for him now.
Going forward, turns into the Venomancer, throws the Gale out, but now his attention on Ollie. This is actually too big for Axum if he can get the kill there and a deny, but James tried for it, and I mean, that's all he really could do in a situation like that.
Yeah, and now he's falling so far behind. He needs to get this like vessel out as quickly as possible, but he's just getting delayed further and further. And they're losing all 3 lanes on CDEC. This is a much better performance from RG. This is what I expected from them. And they play so well with this wall thing. I don't know how it got let through. Like, I feel like this is the bread and butter, right?
Yeah, because both their cores can play it. Or both their 1-2 can play it.
Yeah. It's so well. Like, it's not even like one of them plays it really well and the other's kind of like okay. James is going to come, by the way, you're right.
Go get the Beastmaster. I like the rotation as long as they don't get hit by the arrow, and they just skirted. JT, though, pretty tanky, still survives.
Lama's going to die.
Oh my god. No, you can't be going down like that. At least they get 1 in return, but they don't get the Beastmaster who they were originally there for.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, if Sky comes by, I don't know what he does. Like, yeah, kill on the Mirana, but I don't know. They just don't have the damage.
I really thought they were going to get the Beastmaster.
He has that helmet and will, and he's getting double bombs. So, like, he's ridiculously tanky. He's like hard to kill.
Yeah, the Helm of the Iron Will is so good.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Like, all this armor that comes through means Wave of Terror just doesn't have the same effectiveness as normal. And I will say, Firefly's farming so well up on this top lane. Like, he's just going to start pushing this tower soon again with the DK form. It's a deep chopping form. It's like bottom for me. Jesus.
And XM, he's slow on this Spirit Vessel. Or at least it feels like it's going very slow. He's sitting bottom of the net worth in terms of 3 cores on CDEC.
Dire's middle tower's in trouble.
And they're gonna get Ollie at least. But
He hasn't been far.
hit again.
And now
Dominating James under the tower, just trying to survive. Under the evidence there next 3 seconds, but under the tower, whoa, Kaka getting blown up thanks to the silence. They will get the kill there on the Skywrath mage. They lose the courier for JC.
they want to go.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It seemed to be that extra increased magic damage.
Okay. Is Venge dead?
That silence allowed
Top lane, top lane.
try and go for something here up top. And first thing all the damage gets the arena, and the spear survives. Emo, he's stuck in the arena. Firefly's dead. XM's here. Emo, oh boy. I can't believe that. How did the Mars save that?
When the arena goes down, they lost all the projectiles because they just start hitting the arena wall, right? So like this morphling's in the middle, but he had to strength morph when he waveformed in to stop himself from dying to the sky silence. So like he stopped doing damage after a little while because he just didn't have any right click damage. Yeah, who does? Mars went for it as well.
Yeah.
Is this good? Playing against Mirana as well. Like, you have to be super careful with how you use that creep.
Giving up 200 gold all the time.
I feel like they need the blink on the Mars this game. Like, how are they going to kill it without the initiation?
And now he's going Soul Ring and boots blink.
Dire's
That
middle
just seems
tower
too
is
slow
under
though.
attack. Radiant's bottom tower is still there.
Like, how Dom's not a bad item in its own right, but James is owning, by the way. He's 5-1 and 2, and he's going for the Kratos. Like, he's actually pretty close.
And he's been involved in every single kill. You look at his net worth, he's keeping up with the Mars, and like you said, he's almost got out of Atos. He's just 750 gold away.
Like, look at his net worth in comparison to Mirana's. Like, he's having a great.
Yeah. Anti-Mage definitely needs this battle. Like we said, it's been 14-minute battle furies from the Anti-Mages that we've seen so far, and Fly he'll go with the Midas. That was the JT build.
The Battlefield timing was like, well, he's going straight into Battlefield because he had such a rough time. And Fly just has taken the top tier 1 tower here as well. Like, I think he did it a while ago now. But even so, like both these tier 1 towers have got down this time.
So Mystic Flare, and with the silence, it's an easy kill on the JT, and it is another assist for the Skywrath Mage, but a kill for SRF nonetheless. So
he gets the Dom creep kill as well.
Sitting just 300 and a bit gold, or 400 gold off this Radabatos.
Radiant's middle tower's not
This
feeling
Venom
the
has
love.
Vessel now,
Radiant
so
called in the
hoping
fortification.
that we can see a big rotation here from him. Like, yeah, they want to use the arena on the morph, but you know, just gets.
Stop.
Yeah, he realized as soon as the morph. But DK just comes over here. I was really good job on CDEC of doing the swapping to the pre-class silence on the target. They want to do it here, I think. Watch.
Here to really put the World of Earth silence down onto the Morphling, and now that the Poison Nova, but Victoria already dead, JT gets the kill there, and they don't even use the Primal Roar, so they kind of bought some spells from CDEC and didn't do anything with it.
That was so awkward.
Yeah.
The morph saw the swap coming, so he started strength morphing, and then he was silenced while he was strength morphing. Like, you're not going to find that kill. It doesn't work. He has Vessel, like, and they can look for these kills, but like, you need to get the silence, the Vessel onto the morphing at the same time. Otherwise, he just waveforms away. Or he just like heals up before.
Miscale doesn't land on a Kaka. So, Ame, 1100 gold until he's got this Battle Fury. Probably line up around the 14-minute mark. Of course, like you said, without the treads and second rate bend. XM going BKB, Shiva's, Mars going Blink Dagger, has the boots and soaring that he's looking for, in a smoke from CDEC. If they could catch Fly, this would be great, but he's already into the trees and
yeah, I think they saw, they might have seen, I don't know if they saw the smoke or not, under the ward they have next to the Radiant Tier 2, but he saw the AM coming top, and I think, like, because he knows that nobody's defending mid or bot lane, right? I mean, Venom's mid, but like, they're so desperate to make something happen with this Mars at the moment. Like, this is what we're saying, that he's the only hero they can play around to find kills. Yeah, which is why I think the blink was so important, but it kind of slowed the tempo of the game down. And this is what, like, I think DK's got Midas, like, he knows this Morphin just wants to farm, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, they're ahead, but they don't have to finish the game anytime soon.
Radiant structures are fortified.
By bottom though, there's the arena, the damage on SRF to get the kill. Stick Flare on the silence, Morphling with the stun, and the Spirit Vessel, though, used Mana Boy to get the kill out on Emo. A lot of it just picked up by the Skywrath Mage, but nowhere near trying to get one more. They do get the kill on the Morphling, which is the biggest one on the map, it seems, just to slow him down despite not being top of the net worth. But Firefly, meanwhile, he'll farm up a Blink Dagger.
Yeah, when he gets that blink, they're going to be really strong on IG. Yeah, they finally managed to get the silence and the Vessel together on the Morphling, and it's just an instant kill, which is really nice. He can BKB next on Vedo, which I think is really important. Because like, this DK is just going to be so strong now. I thought he was going to go BKB after Midas, to be honest, and I thought they were going to go, but like, the initiation's really good for them. They don't have any other blink heroes, right? And they have good follow-up after the blink stun from the... It's like, the roar as well if they really need an arrow.
Step back. Sitting back. Wait, Dragon Tail. Now the arrow got the Battlefield. Dead. Ame caught in his own jungle, and that's all due to this ward right here.
Dire's putting a hurt on Radiant's middle tower.
This DK is bloodless, man. He's so fast. He's actually like huge as well.
Kaka.
It's not worth it though.
Well, I mean, it's kind of worth it when King's getting it himself.
It means that they're 2 heroes down and they can't fight in the Roche pit now. Like, the Marana being alive doesn't change whether they do the Roche or not.
Dire's bottom tower. Don't look good.
So yeah, both the possibles drop, but IG are just like so much stronger in their cores. They're both a 4-star. Like, the Sky means more than the Marana.
Goodbye, Roshan. See you soon.
They're gonna kill the Helm with Dawn Creep as well. Extra 200 gold. And they're so to take fights without like any initiation on the Radiant side. They're so reliant on this guy just going in and pressing Atos. And that only works for so long. Like, Morphlene's gonna have Manta soon, DK's gonna go BKB next. And when those 2 items come out, I really struggle to see how they're gonna kill either of the cores. Do they have any detection? They don't. Oh my goodness.
Primal Roar gets used and X dead. This is all IG right now, looking like it's setting up for a game 3.
They used Arena top as well to try and kill the DK, like with the bench as well, but they popped Moonlight Shadow and they didn't have any detection. Like, God, you're playing against my other guys. It feels like they're so sloppy in comparison to
Atos. Mystic Flare once again, so they get the kill on this Marana, but constantly getting pickoffs on the Marana is not going to change the fact that you guys are sitting 4,000 net worth behind. They'll try to go for the Skywrath. They're committing under this tower. The concussive shot gets him some distance, but the fire blast from Ali is enough to then secure the kill. This is under the tier 2 tower. Now I'm able. Not sure what that is.
As much as I like this meta picking the draft as well, it feels super lackluster, doesn't it? Like, it doesn't feel like it's done anything all game.
Yeah.
I didn't say it was ever going to be good, chat. Actually, I did. I did say it was going to be good, didn't I?
Yeah, you might have.
Never mind. What a disaster.
We've lost so much map control. So, like, anti-mage is struggling to find places to farm.
Abel was struggling to farm when he had places to farm. Like,
That is very true.
it's just even harder now. Like, he still doesn't have treads on the AM. Yeah, they've just come out on the courier. It's like 17 minutes and he just picks up the treads after Battle Fury. He's like 3 minutes behind where he wants to be. And when that doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're playing AM, like, it means everything, because it slows down your Manta timing, like it slows down your next item timing. And when times are like, I think that they're really struggling to deal with at the moment with how quick IG are playing the game in terms of tempo. Like, if you
Get the tier 1 tower. Continue to farm it. It's just about a good slow pace from IG. They've already got multiple tier 2 done. Like, this is just not looking like Anti-Mage is going to have enough time to get necessary, especially with the fact that he's 3 minutes behind his originally scheduled program.
I mean, I is doing the right thing though by trying to just split push the waves and things. Like,
Dire's top tower is under
he knows
attack.
that they can't fight onto them 5-on-5, so he lets them take the tier 2, but at least he's shoving in top lane at the same time. They fake back though on the ID. They want to just fight again. I think they're going to try and take them by surprise here. Do you like to see this EK more? They might kind of like link up together.
Arena, and this is the spear, but he's got the Rado so the father with the Mystic for the kill on that JT, but Arrow flies into the Venge. This isn't exactly amazing for IG. If they can get more from the CDEC, that would be great, but how far do you want to commit? They use the Elder Drink for a Fly. No, right behind him, Adaptive Strike. This is just onto a board. 200 gold though for Fly.
It's the helm of the Mars. All got taken over. But like, yeah, that kill's good though, because it means they can't fight now on IG, like, because the Beastmaster's dead. You don't want to waste the Aegis like that.
Yeah.
By just taking a bad fight 4-on-5. So now it means that, like, CDEC have delayed the game enough so they can't use this first Aegis to take a big fight on IG, which is like a scenario for them to be in now, because they've slowed the game down, right? Which is exactly what they need to do. Venom's about to get BKB as well, which is really nice.
Let's really use that.
I'm still really worried for them about this timing where DK gets BKB and just starts running down lanes and like just killing them, because Morphlene's going to get BKB now at the same time. Like, where's the physical damage on the Radiant side? It's like all magical.
In the spear with God's Rebuke to go following.
Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating. Radiant are scanning.
You're able to get these
How does
pickups
that
like
even work?
that's something that can
Dyer's
potentially
middle
help save your
tower
game.
is
It's
under
how you
attack.
utilize that though, and utilize that gold that you're getting. James right now, he's not got anything queued up, but he's coming out his way. He's already got this process for SF. He wants the BKB too. So you got BKB close to being finished for Venomancer. Manta soon for the Anti-Mage, but he's still far behind.
I will say that we've seen a lot of AMs just really spike up in farm and like win their games, even if they were slightly behind before. It feels like most of the AM games we've seen, they were already in front, but like this hero does still have potential. Like, up against Morphling, it's not an awful matchup, right? Like you get like the Abyss stuff, you can just try and burst Morphling down, especially if you have the Venlo on top. But the game's definitely not over. They need to keep finding like these really good pickoffs and things on CDEC to allow the AM to farm. Like break up this 5 versus 5 that IG want to do. Oh my god.
I feel like a potential
Invis.
fight.
Radiant courier.
Shadow Dragon Tail comes through out onto the Skywrath, but they don't get the kill on him, and now they're gonna lose 5 so fast. Poison over the big heavy Popeye XM, looking over at Kaka, and he's just gonna TP out. They're all gonna just TP out. However, the Yules comes in from Kaka. I don't know if he wants to do that. Yeah, he might be dead. Gale? Yeah, it's got the tick. One.
AM hitting the mid 2-1 at the same time. That was so good for CDEC. I have no idea why IG tried to take that fight just then. The DK had BKB on his courier about 5 seconds away, and he like decided to blink in and just instantly died to the burst damage of the Sky and the Sky and the Mars. And Ollie's
tower has fallen.
deep doo-doo, I think. Oh no, maybe not. The juice around the trees. What a play.
Missile, Necro Creep. Grab some gold, right? Chunk of gold for XM. Getting close on the Chivas. And then I know AM got Manta.
Yeah, like this AM Manta's really good. I just don't understand why IG have just shot themselves in the foot by taking that fight before DK had BKB. Like he was literally about to become invincible. And he just instantly.
They want to, yeah. They'll go for it. They're going to try and make something happen with the new BKB. Blink forward, spots the Magic Missile is out, and now they found the Anti-Mage. They've got the Sun over the Primal Roar. He's got the Spellblock. The Arena comes in, and they've got JP. BKB from XM as well as Firefly and Emo. So XM on the run. His BKB is a second shorter. And he does end up dying. They'll trade a mid for an offlaner, but AM stays alive, and that's the most important part.
Pretty sure he roared himself on Beastmaster.
He might have with the spell block, yeah.
Yeah, I think he did. Look at the net worth of the AM though, sorry. Like you say, because he's alive. Like he's allowed to just carry on farming here.
Dyer's
Like,
middle
go through
tower
the
must be
ancients.
disintegrating.
More, but he's taking so much damage on me. Oh,
Never in doubt.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
he
Never in doubt, people.
he a man fight and almost paid dearly.
Well, he didn't try to fight. He tried to farm the entrance and Morphling just shoot us at the same time.
Enough. And he gets this kill from the top again. But Rada Fatos runs out, arrow in, out of the Skywrath, clumsy net is used. As doesn't have arena. Sorry, thinking about maybe going. He is a loose skin is on eventually. SRF now with God's Rebuke with BKB last enough, and as well with the waveform and close the gap to get the kill on to a second.
I mean, look at AM, but at the same time, like he's trying to find this faster.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Look like he'll get it.
Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand.
Tier 3's chunking. Firefly has to be a little bit careful.
As soon as past the DK in form.
And he's thinking about Basher as well. It's like when these BKs get popped, I think he can fight the Morphling still, even with the Basher. Like, the Morphling's just absolutely I really like that. I think Emo has to go like raw right-click damage to find the AM in his BKB duration.
Anti-me just going halberd.
Yeah, Morphling, range carry, get the halberd. And that might actually allow him to, if he can get the halberd off before the BKB goes off, it would be insanely, like, instantly good. Because Morphling doesn't have shotgun, like, doesn't have the E-blade build. It's all in off, like, this physical right damage. So, halberd goes up really massively. Only a few hundred gold off. I don't know if he's going to get it in time. He might have to sell his orb.
Yeah, a blink dagger available here on Mars, but they're in a rush. They need to make a move now, and I think it's already too late.
Ocean has fallen to the giant.
The smoke is like Shadow. They need to run, and this is just. I honestly think CDEC was way too slow on that.
And they just get the D-ward straight away.
Dire's courier has been
Just gonna have to just go to the map and try and pull things out. Be as annoying as possible.
You're doing a very good job of cutting the creep waves. Really good job.
Dire is scanning for enemies.
Bird TP. Ooh.
Dire's bottom
Heroes
tower
coming
is
too.
under attack.
Could they try and head top here to find the Morphling? He's sat by himself. I know he has Aegis, but if you can take that away from him.
I don't have a smoke though. They'll spot this ward. They'll take away the vision, but now that they know that they're there, and Morphling is so close to them. Seeing surprise upon yet.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Everybody here, IG. They're still gonna fight. They're up 5,000. It's blown up very quickly. Prime Aurora waveform with the damage coming in from Morphling is more than enough to get the kill.
Oh, DK is Ags now as well. Oh my god.
Radiant. Radiant.
Now in the OGA Dota PIT.
They're gonna go for XM. They have the Rod of Beatos as well as the magic missile, but do you have the damage to get the fly?
Bloodless Dragon, man.
Dire's bottom tower
They're
is
outputting
under
a lot of
attack.
damage, but eventually they'll eat the cheese. They'll take the tier 3. Anti-Mage trying to pressure in the bottom lane at least as much as he can. He's now level 20. Going Dragon Tail for them eventually getting some power around the corner. The Mystic Player is down on a fly fight. They're doing a lot of damage. They have enough to get the kill. He gets back with the DKB. Anti-Mage now blinks away with the arena down to get the kill to fly fight. They look over at Emo. They got this up the Rod of Beatos. Do they have anything else to go with this? Mystic Flare, I believe, it's still on cooldown. Yeah, for 25 seconds. They got the Aegis out of the hands. They might be able to kill him the second time. They've gotten the Sons of Spear. They've locked him up. They got the damage. They got the kill. Yes, they will. So they'll take out Evo. They look over at Kako, try to TP up, but the Clumsy Net is there. They'll finish off the fourth. IG, despite the fact that they lose tier 3 and the melee racks.
I think it's so worth it though. But like, yeah, you lose a melee racks, which isn't good, but you've like gained yourself such a massive amount of gold from that fight. Like AM all of a sudden he has Skadi. So he like gains this massive influx of power in the game.
Let's keep it up. I wouldn't mind seeing him in Abyssal. I
Dire's
think
middle
they need
tower
that
is
a
under
little
attack.
extra step of lockdown.
I think the Skadi's so good against the Morphling though, because it's the healing. Like
Yeah.
the doesn't gain as much value.
Dire's middle tower needs to be disintegrated.
Love to see him go Abyssal.
And the Morphling's BKB is down to 7 seconds now. So like, as it gets lower, these fights get really difficult. Like you're playing against Veno, AM, Mars, right? And there's this guy that is outputting such a huge amount of damage. I love that he's going Shadow Blade as well. Like, the thing is, he needs to be just surviving the fight so he can keep getting his damage off. But he's also probably going to go Hex next. So if you can get like a Shadow Blade into
But you'll go to the XR on BKB, you get the read. Gonna get on screen. You know, a lot of damage here. The block not getting low, man. Avoid's gonna use. They're gonna go on to the DJ now. Oh! Get out so fast afterwards. Oh, man. That kill is gonna be a full team. CDEC.
Okay, so there's something we need to talk about here. Which is the healing. That's the attribute shift. He has shield, which now the and there's a Scardy on the AM. His attribute shift basically doesn't do anything unless he has BKB on. Can't let go.
Okay, whoa.
That's insane.
Power looks to be disintegrating.
And he's got the voodoo mask coming out on the Velo now as well. Like all of a sudden, like look at the net worth growth for this game. It's actually just a mountain. And then 4-5 actually. He has DD on the AM.
Guys doing their power stick. Nothing to do it till that's done.
Oh my god, the blood That's insane.
Don't pull it, Peachy, Ame. Did you not hear what I said?
He's just got the O.
And he's got a double damage, so he's just going the ogre, and that's if you're at least immediate attacks.
It's so good because it gets rid of the bloodlust as well. Like, so when the cores respawn here, they're not going to have the bloodlust. I think XM give his life up there.
He's got BKB though. He's pretty tanky. He got himself a lot of them. The tops of BKB, they come over. Fly coming over. They're because of BKB's being dropped by Fly. Kaka taking some damage. Now they've got the swap that'll keep that answer alive. The damage is going to be felt. Fly. He's now without a BKB. Ame looks over. Silence. Mystic Flare comes out. Ame committing onto the DK. They'll get the kill. They'll lose XM.
What has happened?
He does not have buyback.
What has happened in the last like 5 minutes?
7k net worth lead.
Oh my god.
This is such a comeback from CDEC and then some.
I don't know if it's a comeback as much as it is like a massive mistake though from IG as well. Like that top fight before when they fought without the DK having BK. Like Shadow come through, never in doubt.
We've got a VOD.
I'm gonna try and work out how much the healing reduction is in a sec, okay? So they have 40% from the Scardy, so that's 60% left. And then,
is it in that? What order is it in?
it doesn't matter, it's all the same, no matter how you multiply it. And then it's 25% of the remaining 60%, so it's 45% effectiveness. And then the vessel is, if the vessel is active as well, that reduces it by 45%. So that's like, it goes down to like just below 30% effectiveness for healing, if they stack everything up. And then you have, doesn't the poison sting as well, like have HP? It goes down to like 20%. So instead of attribute shift like 9, he's actually attribute shifting like 2.
Oh, they found Fly visibly in the spiel. That's insane.